See, I'm going to say it like this. This is a very immature thing to say, man. On one part, you're right. But like on the other part, this is very immature. Telling a woman she's broke, or when she's broke with her kids and she should have chose better because on her future husband, bro, a lot of you guys just gotta understand the point of she just did not like you, right? And with this answer, man, is like a lot of us guys gotta understand the thing of growing up, right? Okay, she didn't like me. She liked the other guy who just looked better. He was taller or whatever, and this other crap. And God knows what happened throughout the dynamic between those two. But as a man, bro, we gotta just be like, you know what? It's perfectly fine. You know, we do get hurt a lot. We do get hurt. That's why I make these videos. But we don't bother with that type of noise. We don't bother with those type of women. We just say, you know what? Okay, have a wonderful life. Have a wonderful day. It's very immature of you to say things like that. Right? I'll give you a prime example of, you know, when I had to understand and realize of growing up. Well, I'm going to give a prime example to all the men of growing up. Years ago, man, a girl that I liked a lot, we did dated, but she chose another guy over me. Who knows? Probably because it's curly hair or whatever, you know, look good and whatever. And it hurt, right? It hurt because, you know, I really was digging her. Come to find out, her dude did her bogus, cheated on her, and then, like most women, sleep around with one guy to another guy to another guy to another guy. And then she tried to come back to me and talk to me. The beta male me back then, you know, was still talking to her and say, can we work things out again? I really miss you, right? And then kept playing games on me and stuff like that. But one thing and after a while, I had to tell myself, why do I want this woman back? Right? Why do I want this woman back? She didn't like me back then. Don't care about me. Clearly now she moved on. I think she has like 4 or 5 kids. I don't know if she's with a dude. I just remember blocking her and not talking to her again. But one thing I did was I didn't call her a 304, talk bad about her name. Talk bad about her, anything like that. Man, I just had to understand, bro. She just did not like me. But one thing I'm not going to do is just bash on her, or, you know, let's say hypothetically I see her. I'm just going to just say nothing and just keep it moving. Because that's how men move on. And you do better for yourself. This is how men move on, man. You don't sit there and say all that stuff to her, bro. Who cares? Who cares? Like I say, us men, we have to think logically. Women don't, right? That's why they do what they do. But I'm not going to just sit there and still be bitter about the past, man. It's still in y'all heads, but it's like, it is what it is. Us humans in general don't always get what we want, bro. But we just got to understand, bro, some L's we just got to take. And move on accordingly. Move on. Not sit there and oh, you should have chose your future husband so financially, economy, man, who cares? Who cares? Forget her. And let me just focus on my modeling career. Forget her. Let me just continue making these videos. Forget her. Let me just continue making these gaming videos. Forget her. Let me focus on living in beautiful, beautiful California. Because in my eyes, I kind of won. That's how I'm looking at it. That's tough. That's how I'm looking at it. The past is in the past. The girls that you like, who chose the other guy, who cares? If it works out for them for the best and they felt like during that time they made a great decision, cool. And like this one girl, like an ex of mine, she got cheated, hurted on, now she got kids and blah, 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 blah. Ain't got nothing to do with me, cool. But one thing I will not do is just still carry this immature side of me. Nah, man. Even during that time, I was like, cool, I got more time to play Halo. But one thing I'm not going to do is just keep that woman rent-free in my head. And you still got to process that, man. Because like I said, people hurt people, but you got to move on. So that's what I want to say, man. Come on, bros. Guys, we got to learn to just understand that women are children, man.